Hey, Frenzy Head Nation. Coach Cole here with you, and we're starting a little something new this season. I'm calling it the Sports Frenzy Weekend Wrap Up, where I'm not sure I'll get this done all the time, but we're going to try it for now. This will be mainly kind of for the Frenzy page and also my friends at Hope Center because they do their recap show on Monday. But what I'll do for everybody else is this video will be included with the Friday edition of Sports Frenzy. So it'll still be like we're doing the recap on Fridays for all our classrooms. But I'm going to try and get it done on Sunday night when possible for online purposes and some of my other groups that pay attention to the show. So, yes, just got done watching the Detroit Lions game wrap up. Figured I'd be on a little sooner than this, but no. The Lions decided to go ahead and do the usual Lion stuff that they do. All right, so this week we had our season 10 of Sports Frenzy, and we had a lot of games. So we're just going to go ahead and recap our games at this point, and then we'll see what else we have to talk about at the end of the show. High school football, week 2 action. So the Addison Panthers getting the win over Manchester, 42-23. The Adrian Maples fall to the Jackson Vikings, 14-46 was the final in that game. Your first 3-point bonus game of the week. We had the Clinton Redskins beating up on the Blissfield Royals. 45-13 was your final there. Columbia Central Golden Eagles getting it done against Leslie, 32-2 was your final score there. Erie Mason pretty much annihilating, destroying, whatever other words you can come up with, ripping apart Britton Deerfield, 80-42 was your final in that game. Hudson getting a big victory over Morenci Bulldogs, 54-13 was your final there. The Lakeview Wildcats falling to the Onstead Wildcats, 12-49 was the final in that game. Lenawee Christian and Sand Creek Aggies in a very good battle. This was like the game to see this weekend. But Lenawee Christian falls to Sand Creek Aggies, 28-31 in a very close game. The Lincoln Rail Splitters getting it done in Tecumseh, 35-12 was your final score in that game. And the Shrine Knights beating Madison, 45-35 was your final score there. And that was all our high school games for the week. Let's go to our college games. We did, it was week 1 for our local teams. And Heidelberg took it to the Adrian Bulldogs. I was really surprised by this score. Wow. Adrian got handed a whooping. 57-7 was your final score in that game. I was completely shocked by the Bulldogs. Let's hope they're not going to have an off season. Stay tuned for more games of them on our sheets. Siena Heights getting the victory over Olivet Nazarene, 20-18 was your final score in that game. And Hillsdale Chargers falling to Michigan Tech. Final score there was 29-24. All right, moving into our week 2 college football games. heart attack in Michigan, folks, as Army came in and played Michigan very, very tough, very, very strong game, and nearly gave this coach a heart attack and many other fans at Michigan Stadium. But man, oh man, did Army look good, and they had Michigan's number very early in the game. Michigan pulls away with the victory in 2 overtimes. That's right, we had to go 2 overtimes, 24-21. Whew. That was a brutal game, and we have a lot to improve on. Army pretty much had our number the entire game, so it was a very scary, scary game. The final on that was 24-21. But again, Army, great team. And it just shows going into the bye week that we have some bugs and things that we need to work out. The West Michigan Burning Couches, patent pending, getting the victory over the Western Michigan Broncos, 51-17. I didn't really get a lot of details on this, but I did hear that they're saying that State's got a fairly strong defense this year, so we'll see where that goes. Alabama having no problem with the New Mexico State Aggies. 62-10 was your final in that game. The number 1 Clemson Tigers getting the victory over the Texas A&M Aggies. 24-10 was your final score in that game. And number 6 LSU getting it done against Texas Longhorns. 45-38. That was your second 3-point bonus game on the sheets this week. We had a little MAC action going on for you as Eastern Michigan fell to the Kentucky Wildcats 38-17. But as posted on the Sports Frenzy page, I just heard that it sounds like Kentucky's quarterback may be out. The starting quarterback may be out for the season. Stay tuned for more information on the Sports Frenzy page on that. That team from down below, blanking, unfortunately, Cincinnati. 42-0 was your final score in that game. And that wrapped up our college football games for the weekend. So on to our Sunday today NFL games. The first game we had on our sheet, the Kansas City Chiefs getting it done against the Jacksonville Jaguars, 40-26. A game that just ended that we were watching, the Detroit Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. Detroit Lions letting the Cardinals get back late in the game to tie up the game. And we had 2 overtimes, and that's how the NFL does it now. Second overtime, if nobody scores to win, then the game ends in a tie. And the Lions threw it away, and the game ended in a tie. We had a 27-27 score. And it ends in a tie. In the other game we had on our sheets today, the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns came out strong in the beginning and then went, and that's exactly what they did. Penalty-ridden, and they looked horrible. Tennessee Titans take down the Cleveland Browns 43-13 was your final there. In NASCAR action, we had Kevin Harvick as your race winner. Congratulations goes out to him. Number 1. Joey Logano came in number 2. And Darrell Wallace Jr. came in 3rd. how this works, guys, is if you got one of those 3 drivers, then you get a point for your race this week. Coming in from my friends in the Laura Haviland classroom, Mr. Boring wins this week with 22 out of the 27 points, and Ben for the students wins with 20 out of 27 points. In our classroom, in the classroom I work in, we scored fairly low. Mapstone only got 9 out of 28 points. I got 17 out of 28 points. And the classroom as a whole, through all the games that they completed, they got 7 out of 17 points. So that's where we are with the first week of Sports Frenzy action being back. And we can give you a brief rundown of some of the news I've posted for you guys before we sign off here. Let's see what we can do for you guys. Okay. We got to going to go to the Sports Frenzy page, and I will give you what I have news-wise for you guys real quick before signing off for the first wrap-up edition of Sports Frenzy. Let's see here. I should have had this booted up already. I apologize for that. But there was a lot going on this weekend as far as things go. So I'll give you what I can of that real quick. Maybe, if it decides to load. It's taking its own sweet time. And you guys will notice too, I'm definitely trying to be more interactive on the at least the Facebook page this season, just to get us out there a little more. And I like to have interaction with you guys. So yeah, I'm just throwing some stuff out there to get some comments here and there. So it was kind of cool seeing people interact with me today. Oh, big news! Some big news in the NFL. Nick Foles suffers a broken collarbone in the Chiefs game. We wish him the best and hope he recovers quickly. But it looks like he's probably done for the season. The new top 25 poll is out. AP poll is out, and Michigan did drop to number 10. Looks like Michigan State jumped up to 18th. 18. They were at 19 this past week. Clemson stayed number 1. Alabama stayed number 2. There's some changes on the page there, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do that. I'm wondering, did you guys see what nobody has really commented on it, but maybe you guys some of you haven't even got a chance to notice it yet. MSU's new uniforms, what the heck's up with that? Those things look horrible. I'd be interested to see what everybody else thinks, and this isn't me being biased either. I just thought they looked absolutely horrible. Anyway, your thoughts on that. Thank you for everybody who participated in our poll we created today. Looks like we had a decent turnout for my poll. That was pretty awesome. All right, and I think we're going to go ahead and end the recap show, or not even the weekend wrap-up for you guys right there. So I hope you enjoyed our first weekend wrap-up of the sheets, and those of you who didn't get to see it, again, you'll get to see it on Friday when you watch the full Sports Frenzy show. So everybody have a great start to their week, and we'll see everybody again here for the next episode of Sports Frenzy. I'm the coach. Be blessed, everyone, and we'll talk to you later.